Coming up in the next hour, the majority party addresses the nation.
All right. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. What are you doing here? Hello and welcome. Today is a new day in America. When we founded the alt-right, we wanted a safe place for men and women, incels, white nationalists, money launderers, pedophiles, and B-list 90s action stars to trade rebranded Nazi propaganda in a consequence-free environment. And by golly, look at us now. We have ridden that red wave, and now we are in charge of the grand old party. We are so excited. We have brought our members here to talk about our top priorities for this year, for you, the American people. People have said that we're bigoted, Christo-fascist anti-Semites, with no ideas nor interest in solving the problems that matter to America. But I say this, we won some seats in Congress. And we did so because people don't care about that stuff. They care about gas prices, inflation, how sexy cartoon characters are. That's what we ran on, and that's what we won on. Democrats want to give you government health care, gun control, green energy. We want to give you thoughts and prayers and good old-fashioned Christian values. The old-fashioned kind. The kind this country was founded on. The kind that was deemed too nuts for England. When this country was founded, a white Christian male could set a woman on fire, own a guy, commit a genocide, and be considered an elder statesman. Now the woke mob will try to cancel you if you even try to threaten AOC with half of that stuff on Twitter. What's happened? I mean, God, what's happened to church and state? They used to be friends, and now we're bound to secularism. Well, that's going to change now that America First is on the hill. Our first order of business is we are going to change the symbol of this country from the bald eagle, secular, a scavenger, welfare queen. And we are going to replace it with something truly American. This biblically accurate angel. I tell you, we're in trouble, America. The left has indoctrinated us with this idea that everyone should have rights. But they don't know that when everyone has rights, no one does. As our new mascot, billionaire Elon Musk, said, you can really see the puppet masters pulling the strings. And because the left has tried to silence us, we are going to start saying the quiet parts out loud. So I'm going to tell you, when we say puppet masters, we mean the Jews. And while we're at it, since it seems not everyone got the memo, we have a lot of incoming freshman congressmen. The following terms also mean Jews: globalists, socialists, George Soros, East Coasters, Hollywood elite, media elite, intellectual elite, the Elite Four from Pokemon, Mexicans. Mexicans? Is that right? All right, that's a new ad this year. Keep an ear out for that one. It's gonna get confusing. Zionists, lizard people, Seinfelders, and Democrats. But we are not anti-Jewish. If we were, why would we give Israel billions of dollars of weapons and munitions to use on their Middle Eastern neighbors? Think about it. It's because we love their faith. Well, we are taking America back today. We're taking it back for everyone. Most people, some people. We are going to give you a look at all the bills we're bringing to you this year. I've been told by the lobbyist at ALEC who wrote them that they are quite impressive. Can't wait to see. First up, we have the new junior congressman from the state of New York. This man is a 3-time winner of the Tour de France, inventor of the fax machine, and my friend, Walter Masterson.
Right. How you doing? So thank you, Max. So we are here today to go over the Republican legislative agenda for 2023. The Democrats like to make fun of us and claim we don't really have an actual plan. The Democrats keep saying, where's your health care plan? Where's your plan to reduce inflation? We have a plan. It's perfect. We stayed up all night making this plan. All of us were there. Trump, Kushner, even McConnell and Linda from ExxonMobil. We took this plan and we burned it onto a CD-ROM, and we were going to present it to you today, but we left it in the disk drive of Hunter Biden's laptop. So I mean, why do you think we're just so desperate to find the laptop? A little punk. Where's his laptop? Oh. So while we're trying to remember our legislative agenda, we need to talk about Republican House member and decorated war hero George Santos. Democrats are calling for him to resign just because he supposedly lied about a few things. Last time I checked, freedom of speech is still legal in this country. Is it a crime to lie about your alma mater? No. Is it a crime to lie about working at Goldman Sachs? No. It's being gay, being Jewish, or your mother dying on 9/11? No. I mean, who among us hasn't lied about being a gay, half-white, half-black, Jewish Citigroup Goldman Sachs employee with a degree from Baruch College who employed mass shooting victims descended from Holocaust survivors and whose mother died on 2 separate days? I've done it. What's next? Are they going to make it a crime to use $11,000 in campaign funds to pay your own rent? I mean, because if that was illegal, then half Republicans would be in jail right now. Let's get to the issue of immigration. And listen, we're fine with people immigrating to this country, but we just want them to do it legally. There's a legal pathway that these people should be taking to attain citizenship, which is why we are introducing legislation that bans all legal immigration. Yeah. When we welcome an immigrant to this country, we want to welcome the very best the world has to offer. But these countries continue to send us their tired, their poor, their huddled masses yearning to breathe free, their wretched refuse of their teeming shore. Gross. That's not what America's about. Okay. My parents were immigrants, and they came here from Argentina to make a better life for themselves. My grandfather had a saying, Arbeit macht frei. Work will make you free. So true. So true, yeah. So yeah, work hard, but in your own country. Right? We have a huge plan for education. We are going to continue to fight against critical race theory being taught in schools. It is divisive. It's anti-American. And can't we just go back to teaching the way I was taught, that Africans were excited to get on boats and come to America. And Native Americans said, hey, we don't need all this land. Take some of it. And Jesus let the dinosaurs die in the flood because they were mean to his dad. Who can argue with this? So that's what I thought. So, and the more legislation we pass for school choice, the more unregulated school districts can go back to teaching exactly this as we bankrupt the corrupt public education system that only wants white people to hate themselves. So unlike these liberals, I don't see color. I don't see race. Unless they're trying to make the Little Mermaid black, or the black Targaryens, or they cast black elves in Lord of the Rings, or when a black woman plays the flute. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of sick of all this woke nonsense, right? So this is going to be a big year in Washington, D.C. This is the year we drain the swamp and bring integrity back into American politics. And to help me do that, I am asking everyone to donate to my legal defense fund. Together, we will beat these false charges brought against me by the Department of Justice, the FBI, Interpol, DEA, the New York Southern District, and the ASPCA. Thank you.
All right, there you go. Good job. Good job. Yeah. I love you. Thank you, Congressman Masterson. Just a reminder to some of our other Congresspeople, the Koch brothers have told me that some of you have not collected your free boat this year. They have 13 boats that are unclaimed for policymakers. Remember, these are officially valued at under $600, but I've been told they're quite nice this year. I got mine. Get yours. And if you haven't, just write the Koch brothers. I think Alice is your point person there. So pick up your boat today, and happy policymaking. Up next, from the great state of Indiana, newly elected Congressperson Mark Sargent. Let's give him a hand. Yeah, tall. You're tall.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everybody. My name is Mark Sargent. If you don't know about me, Google me. You'll find a lot of things. I am here. I was sent here by the people of Pawnee in the new 10th Congressional District of Indiana. You'll hear from the fake news media that 22% of the vote isn't enough to win a congressional district. That is fake news. All right? You may hear from the fake news media that I, Mark Sargent, was not elected, that Ben Wyatt was elected, and that you may hear from the fake news media that my lawyers were all sanctioned by a judge for the lawsuit we filed to try to overturn. That is not true. I have faith that it will be me taking the oath of office on behalf of Indiana's 10th Congressional District and not Mr. Mayor of Icetown. I came here, 22% of Pawnee sent me here to change what's wrong about this city. You've probably heard the vice president has 80,000 new goons, stormtroopers, IRS agents to enforce tax laws. We're not going to stand for that. Those new 80,000 IRS stormtroopers think they can stop us from evading taxes? No, 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 no. I have one thing to say to them. In the words of the Republican, Confederate, Revolutionary war hero captain, John Paul II, I have not yet begun to evade taxes. That's what I have to say to all of these goons, all of these IRS goons. There are a lot of things that need to be changed about this city. For one thing, we need to get rid of the Department of Education. They're teaching CRT and critical race theory. They're teaching you hear them teaching about RSV and HIV and lots of other acronyms that we don't want to have anything to do with. And they're teaching our children about the shape of the earth. You know, I look around this city, I see two things. I see flat roofs, flat, and I see domes. I don't see any globes around this city. I think it's hiding in plain sight, everybody. It's really, you need research flat earth. You need, because we have to get rid of this woke communist agenda that the education department is putting out to try and teach our kids about the shape of the earth. It is significant. I think it's significant. Speaking of things that are significant, we are America first. This is the 101st Congress. I think that's really something.
118.
What? I think it's really significant. This is the 118th Congress. And if you take 18 and you subtract 1, that gives you 17, which is Q is the 17th letter of the alphabet, and that's really significant. The one thing that I was sent here to do by 22% of the people of Pawnee is two things. Impeach Hunter Biden. That's the first thing we're going to do in this new legislative session. And people are asking why. Why are we doing these things? Why do we keep talking about how many hundreds of tons of fentanyl are being seized at the border when it just makes it sound like they're good at seizing fentanyl and keeping it from coming to the United States? Why are we dropping off children in freezing temperatures in front of politicians' houses to make a political point when that requires us to drop children off in freezing temperatures in front of people's houses? Why are we doing those things? Why do we want to impeach Hunter Biden? I will tell you why. We choose to impeach Hunter Biden and do the other things, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. This is how we come together. This is how we unite the workers of America. This is how we collectively do our best, because this movement, we can't just be showing up anymore. We got a lot of showers in this movement. People are just coming up and showing up to things. We have to grow the movement. We have to change what's going on in order to keep growing. We need to be a movement that is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We need to be a movement not of showers, but of growers. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
All right. Man, such fine words. And our congressman is right. Department of Education is teaching us things. Not just critical race theory, not just wokeness, but things about America. And how are we supposed to live? How are kids supposed to live if they know that Washington had slaves' teeth in his mouth, or that Jefferson had slaves in his mouth? Genocides, concentration camps. I say ban it all. We should be teaching one thing alone. America is the best country that has ever countryed in the world. And there's no brighter example than our, what's your name? Eric. Okay. And there is no better example than our young representative from the state of Wyoming, Eric Gladstone.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Eric Willoughby. I am the great representative from the phenomenal state of Wyoming. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to Wyoming. Folks, good things are supposed to happen in this building. But for the past 2 years, we have been under one-party rule by the Democrats. And they're trying to do things. What are we doing? Why are they doing it? Welfare? What is this? Socialism is what it is. Ronald Reagan fought in the 1980s to stop socialism, and the Democrats in this building want to bring it back. What are we doing? We need to elect Marjorie Taylor Greene to be the Speaker of the House. We need to elect Lauren Boebert to head up Ways and Means. We need to put strong conservatives in positions of power in this place, because that is the way we do get things done. Thank you.
All right. Listen, the American people are angry. They're charged. They want us handling the things that they care about most, that the average mom and pop in this country care about most. Fighting the IRS, deregulating business, lowering the corporate tax rate. We're going to do it. We are going to eliminate crime. We are going after larceny and theft. We're going to fight the #1 source of theft in this country, wage theft. Nope. People shoplifting at CVS. We're going to do it, starting at the states with the highest crime rates, the state that is the most dangerous to walk without fear of being the victim of a crime. South Carolina. Mark, Jesus. You don't read it before you hand it to me? You don't read it? The worst fucking interns. The southern border, CRT, fentanyl, critical race theory, groomers, critical race theory, Dr. Seuss, you can't say things online anymore, trans people in sports, critical race theory. Together, we will say these words louder than ever before. And before you know it, it'll be time to fundraise again for 2024. God bless you, and God bless these Americas. Not South. Not South. There are people in this country who think that the GOP's only function is to make you afraid of stuff. Ha! That's not what we're here for. Although, critical race theory! The Democrats want to steal your jobs and give it to a poor Pakistani kid in an Apple warehouse. We here at the GOP believe in protecting children from men who dress up as women to sing songs to people having brunch. Meanwhile, the Democrats want to prosecute people for taking underage prostitutes across state lines. Is this America? Oh, thank you, kid. Apparently it is.